That's a really American thing, for you to expect people to come here and automatically acquiesce to like what we are and what we think and how we speak.
This was a hear damn ass album. I don't even listen to the whole thing, but I know hear damn when I see it. This is episode 99 of the Rhythm and Rhymes podcast. That's crazy to say out. I'm your host, AJ Hughes. I'm here with my co-host, Antonio Hughes. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, no, that's absolutely crazy. Like, I did not think we was already going to be at 99, or maybe I thought we would have got here a little faster, like chugging along.
It's because we've been doing one a week, which is fine, but I one a week. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some pods are too long and some pods, they feel like they're talking about things I just don't care about. And I don't think there's enough in a week to where we need 2 pods. So one a week is slow and steady, but that's still almost 100, bro.
Yeah, we're at 100. Shit, we're right there, bro. One more next episode. Maybe I might have to get these balloons like I was talking about.
The crazy part is now, like, we're revisiting topics. We're at the point now where, like, we can bring in old videos of ourselves talking about things and bring them, like, to today. Like the topic I have today with Tyla, we talked about Tyla last year. I remember talking about this when it happened, and it's revisited itself in a different way recently. Basically, Tyla sold 3.7K in her first week of her EP, the one we talked about on here a couple of weeks ago. And all I've been seeing so many videos. That was the only reason I thought it would be interesting to talk about. There's a ton of people saying that's what she gets. She didn't approach her Black fan base here in the right way. She turned Black women off to her as like an artist and stuff like that. And I find the conversation super interesting. Have you seen any of this online?
Yeah, I saw a bunch of it. A lot of it was related to like the colorism thing, though, and the way she was saying colored, but that's kind of just a thing in South Africa. It's a whole cultural thing. So.
Yeah. I think a lot of what I wanted to talk about was just it feels like deliberate misunderstanding, right? Which I don't want to go as far to call people ignorant, but I will just stick with deliberate misunderstanding. From my understanding, like from the Breakfast Club interview, all the posts that she put up and stuff like that, she just very much identified as colored, which would be the equivalent to somebody identifying as like mixed race here. And I think it's interesting for a couple of reasons because the deliberate misunderstanding comes in when you don't even want to learn about the context of what colored means there, right? To think that everything means the same thing in every part of the world is a bit, I don't know, that's unrealistic to me. And then to also expect everybody to acquiesce how it is in your part of the world all the time also is, I don't agree with that either. But do you think, let's start with this question. Do you think that how she introduced herself in this colorism talk affected her sales first week? Do you think that's a direct correlation to it?
No, for one thing, I feel like a lot of this, and when I went back and looked at the EP, a lot of it was singles she had already released. So I don't think those were pulling people in a new way. I mean, you probably didn't see a lot of Tyla like advertisement when it came to her advertising the album. I feel like I found it just from I was going to Spotify looking for new releases and it was there, and I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna go listen to this. Saw the WizKid song on some of the playlists I have, but like. I don't think it was really a colorism thing, and I definitely agree with you on the deliberate. Did you say deliberate misunderstanding?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would still say willful ignorance because ignorance is just
Well, for ignorance.
yeah, it's just the lacking of knowledge. Like ignorance is everybody's ignorant about something, and it's like a lot of people, especially when it comes to Americans understanding cultures outside of America, it's a lot of willful ignorance. It's I don't like the accent. Oh, I don't know much about it. We learn a lot about our history, but we don't learn a lot about the history around the world besides like World War I, World War II. They don't teach us
Yeah.
the things and the cultural norms and the things that go on in other countries so that you would understand that. But
Yeah, I agree. I think for me, the reason it probably sold so low is just because she's still a new artist. Like when new artists have a huge single, people think they're the biggest thing ever. It's like you have 6 songs. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You're still a new artist. So you might have had a great song, but you don't have like true fans yet, which is, I thought the EP was good. So it doesn't really, I didn't look at the numbers in any type of way when they came out initially. And then I also want to say the understanding of the word black, right? Like black is really only like black as a term and an idea came from here. It came from America, right? In
Yeah,
every other part of the world, in I'll say not every other part of the world. I'll say like in Europe and in the West, they don't identify as black for the most part, right? Now, definitively, like by definition, our the way we use black also encompasses them, in my opinion. But if they don't identify as that when they come here, or they don't really like the word doesn't resonate with them in the same way, like I don't feel like I don't feel like there's a disagreement that needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like a lot of times I don't feel like I think people jump to the conclusion of, oh, they don't want to identify with us, which is sometimes the case, but I don't automatically jump to that assumption when they don't resonate with the word.
yeah. But I also think it's like they. I don't want to say they don't identify with this, but they literally are. If you're not from America, you wouldn't. It's not the same. It's not the same. These places are not the same. They don't have the same values. They don't have the same culture norms. So for you to expect people, and that's a really American thing, for you to expect people to come here and automatically acquiesce to like what we are and what we think and how we speak. Like I wouldn't. That's just to me. That's unfair. It's, if
Yeah.
you went over there and they just immediately expected you to act like them, you would probably feel some type of way about it too.
Yeah, that's sick. So I don't know if I'm this didn't do anything for me in terms of how I look at Tyler's music, but I just thought it was worth mentioning because it felt stupid, in my opinion. It felt like a stupid argument to be having and to just be like, and when I went back and watched the Charlemagne moment on the Breakfast Club,
School me on these debates that they be having about your identity as a South African colored person. What does that even mean?
Can we, yeah, can we not, por favor?
Oh, I like that. We keeping that in the interview too.
Oh man,
I feel like that it looks so bad because of the PR lady in the back. Do you remember watching? Did you watch that?
which one? Which Charlemagne?
So Tyler went on the Breakfast Club, and Charlemagne asked her to essentially clarify how she identified and what colored means. And
Yeah,
I guess before the interview, the PR lady said, "We have 6 things we don't want you to talk about," and that was one of them.
yeah,
But then Charlemagne was like, "I'm going to ask anyway," and the lady in the background was like, "Let's just not answer that," or something to that effect. And I'm like, I feel like I don't know. One, they fucked that up because it's like this is an easy question to answer. This is a softball because if you understand the word colored, even if they don't identify themselves as as black, one, they're still Africans, and two, they're still descendants of African people in a way. You know what I'm saying? In the same way that we are. So who cares? You can answer this question.
yeah.
You
No,
know?
I remember that. That definitely made it the perception be worse. If you look at that and you're like, you can't answer for yourself. It's a like you said, it's a kind of like a softball question. Just explain what it is, and maybe that would have helped with some of that ignorance. But yeah,
Yeah. More power to him. I'm looking forward to new title slaps.
right.
I had two quick news topics, very quick because they didn't end up fleshing out to what I thought they were going to be. The first one, I follow M1 on the beat on Instagram, and he posted this thing essentially saying he's selling part of his royalties on this app called Stradebase. And so I went to look into it a little bit. It's I'm still a little bit skeptical about the app because when you download it and you sign up and you log in, there's currently nothing for sale. They might still be launching, but I think the idea is dope, right? It looked like it was only off of streaming royalties. And so for me, it's if you're actually looking at this as an investment, there's only a select few artists that are going to give you a return on your investment, depending on what you're paying and stuff like that. But I think it's an interesting concept, and I would buy into an M1 song, depending on if it was the right one. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember talking about the G Herbo album, and we were also talking about Lil Russell and Mick Jenkins doing stuff on Even Biz at the time. And this seems super similar to that. And I just
Mhm.
saw something about the fact that Spotify and then Tencent, which is the Chinese big music company,
Yeah.
they're both looking at the whole super fan idea and how to build out the customer experience. And I guess this is playing off of that too. So I think this is definitely another interesting way, like even biz, for you to, I guess, get a piece of artists that you think are going to really blow. But I feel like we've yet to see, sorry, a big artist go to one of these platforms instead of obviously going with a major, and that's it's because of like marketing and all this other stuff, playing the game, all that. But
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't know. I think at some point I'll start buying artists royalties. I have a label. I'll essentially have a label.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm about to come death row on these niggas. Watch out. Don't put your music up for sale if you don't want me owning it. I'm gonna just say that. Next, I came across, this is what I wrote down. I came across Three Step, and I'm so glad I did. Bruh, Three Step is a type of Afro house.
Mhm.
There's this song called 6 a.m. I fuck with it hard, but they've been playing it in all the I'm a Piano mixes on YouTube and stuff like that. But it's not I'm a Piano. And you like the way you hear it, it's yo, this is hard. So I started going down the rabbit hole with the producer on that album, on that song. His name is Jazzworks. Bruh, just slaps. I'm gonna play a little bit of this for you because I was so confused. That's all I've been listening to for the last 2 days. So it's called Three Step because you hear the beat, you hear the two, 1, 2, 3. One. That shit hard. That shit hard. Yeah, no, that's what I'm on right now. That's what I'm on right now. Just Three Step. Dance around the house, nigga.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard something similar to it. Like it definitely sounds interesting, but so I might have to hear more of.
Hey, the mix coming soon, bro. Mix coming soon.
Okay.
Mix coming soon. I got some ideas I gotta share with you after this, but yeah, that was all I had on Three Step. New music wise, there was only two things I really cared about, and then one comment I had on the Gunna album. But I say let's start with the Gunna album, and then I'll briefly mention Skillibeng and then JID. So Gunna put out a project, 25 songs. The last one, I didn't listen to this whole thing. I'm not even going front. I listened to 4 songs. What did you think of this album holistically?
Holistically, I felt like it was. I won't sit here and lie like it wasn't repetitive. Like I feel I went into it like, oh, maybe Gunna gonna give us something different here, and I don't know why I didn't expect just Gunna to be Gunna, just ride over smooth beats. But I feel like the better songs were more so in the middle and towards the end. Like I liked Sapase and My Peers with Offset. I like Biting My Game. I thought the song with Wizkid was okay. Like I thought the Afrobeats collabs were okay. I didn't love them. And then I was just honestly, I was really disappointed with the song he had with Nietzsche, because if you go back and do some history on Gunna and Nietzsche songs, they're always pretty hard. Like he has at least, I would say 5 or 6 of them where they've been hard on Gunna's albums, Gunna singles, all that. But I didn't feel like there's songs on here I'm definitely gonna go back and listen to, stuff that I'll keep in my rotation. But holistically, I didn't think it was like that crazy of an album. I thought there was some
Yeah.
good songs on here, but I didn't think it was like some crazy. I didn't think it was like a.
I think it's the worst one he's put out since he got back out.
Yeah, honestly, I could get behind that. I could get behind
This was a hear damn ass album.
that.
I don't even listen to the whole thing, but I know hear damn when I see it. And this was definitely it. And let me tell you, the only comment I had, you got potentially the 3 biggest Afrobeats artists right now out. You maybe could include Arema in there, but outside of that, there's nobody bigger than these 3.
Yeah,
And you've done a record with Ashake that was hard already.
yeah, like
Happiness was hard. You know what I'm saying?
that shit blew me.
And you bringing him in on one of Vibe. No, go get SARS again. That was a garbage song. Wizkid is my Afrobeats GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Wizkid is my Afrobeats GOAT, but this ain't it. I was surprised he was good with Brent Faiyaz. This just wasn't it.
Yeah,
And I'm going to say the song with Burna Boy was whelming. I think it's telling that the only one who sounded right on these beats was Burna Boy, the real rap. You know what I'm saying? Rap legend, do your history, because that's all hard. We get it hard tonight. We get it hard tonight. We get it. Yeah, that sounds hard. But that's all I had to say. You got three whelming or subpar songs from the three biggest Afro. Bruh, Burna had probably got harder shit on his hard drive than anything on this album. He could have just hopped on some of that.
Yeah, I was definitely disappointed. Like, another person I talked to about Gunna a lot is Patrick, and like I hadn't listened to the album for real until Saturday night, and that was after we had gone to some vintage thrift fest. But he was like, "No, that album is like hitless. There's some decent songs on there, but it's just
hitless is crazy."
And I didn't believe him till I got home, and I was listening to it, and I was like, "This is like." It don't got no like hits on it. There's decent songs, but let me just tell you, I got 3 songs in, and I thought I was listening to the bigger song. I thought I was listening to 101. I literally thought the song that was on was 101 because it sounded the exact same. I was like, they did not trick me with this flip. But I will say, I'm all for artists doing what they do. So I can't hate. I don't know.
You just won't hear about it here again. Okay. That's what I'll say. Next album, Skillibeng put out a project finally
Hard
on RCA. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting for him to put out like a project. International is hard. This is a hard project. I'm not gonna lie to you. He did like for a coming out party. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm not giving you the album yet, but I'm gonna give you a little something. This was hard. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed this. It was 9 songs. Let me pull up all the details just to make sure I got it right here. 9 songs, 20 minutes. And we had only heard, so we heard Boom before with Tokisha.
Yeah.
And then we heard that Tip song had come out like a month and a half ago. So it came out a minute ago. But yeah, he got a couple different songs on here. I'll say like my favorites personally are Baka's and Tip. Those are my 2 favorite.
Yeah, I like the song with Tyla too. I thought that was decent. I hadn't heard Boom or Tip before, so both of those were crazy to me. Not that I was expecting something crazy from Young Nudie and Skillibeng, but like,
I hate that song.
But that song is genuinely. I like Young Nudie. I'm gonna talk about him later, but that was genuinely bad rapping. That was genuinely a bad song. That was terrible. I did not like that at all. That song was bad.
It sounds like an interesting collab, but I don't want to hear that again. I skip it every time now.
That shit was bad, bro. That shit was bad. It was real bad.
But yeah, shout out to Skillibeng. He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? That's all I really got to say. We don't got to spend too much time on that one. And then God Doesn't Like Ugly by Jid. What did you think of this album? Is it? And I don't want to know if it's a rap of the year contender, but I just want to know what you thought about it.
I thought it was pretty good. There was definitely, I don't feel like how I felt about Gunna's album, but I feel like this was still like a decent album compared to the last 3 or 4 we've gotten from Jid. Have to me been some of the better albums in the past couple of years. This one was pretty good as well. Like, I liked Glory. I thought the Clips record was cool. I didn't love it, but I thought it was cool. Work was good. I'm pretty sure that had came out before the album, but a lot of these songs I hadn't heard before the album. VCR's Vince Staples. That was a good beat, and that was a good verse from Vince. I really like that song as well. I didn't skate the first time I heard it. The second time I heard it, pretty decent. And I think my favorite song was probably What We On with Don Toliver, and then probably
that was good.
Yeah, I thought those 2 were real good. But I think Jid is still in that conversation of one of the better rappers at this moment, and he makes good albums.
Yeah,
I feel like he tries to switch it up, be versatile. He doesn't just rap. He doesn't just be on his flow shit. Like, you'll hear him try to hop in a little R&B melodic bag. So I feel like that's always good to hear him try that. And like, a lot of his past albums had good songs where he was more so on the melodic side than the rap side. So
I agree. Usually I don't mind like melodic R&B-ish Jid. Yeah. But I think I done have my backpack has been on all summer. That's really what it is. Yeah. I ain't took that motherfucker off. And so like when I got 4 songs in, like when I got to the Sierra record, I feel like I was like, this is probably a good song, but I just want like crazy bars. I want triple, quadruple entendres right now. So I haven't been able to digest the entire project. But he did give us some raps on the first hand. So that's why I'm not mad at it either. I think I just echo your statement for sure.
Yeah, I think Jid is good for that though. Like you'll be hearing this nigga like really get off for 6 songs, and then he just go into all this melodic stuff, and you're just confused because
Yeah.
there's not usually a good like switch between it or like division of I'm finna switch into this bag. It's just I can rap, but I can also make songs too, and y'all gonna hear them
Right.
all. Like I feel like that's what it's been.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. But I'm definitely gonna give it a couple more spins this week. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Other than that, next week we're gonna come in here. We're gonna talk about Tunji Balagoon.
What is that? what is that?
Tunji Balagoon. I hope I'm pronouncing that. Is the current chairman and CEO of Def Jam Recordings.
Okay.
African brother.
I was gonna say he sound African himself.
We're gonna come in here and talk about. I'm not usually for diaspora division. I'm not for that. But what I can say, one of the most historic hip hop labels of all time, turning into an Afrobeats label, is bothering me. It's bothering me. And you know what I'm saying? And the crazy part is I'm still gonna listen to some of them because some of the songs are slaps. But it's bothering me. It's Def Jam Records.
Yeah.
It's Def Jam Records. And I'm about to recommend a song that came out this weekend off of Def Jam. And it's an Afrobeat song. And I'm about to play it for my song of the week. But I'm still about to come in here and talk about it because I have a lot to say. My songs of the week, I'm starting this week. Usually I throw it to you, but I'm going to start this week with my songs of the week. First, we got J.O. He put out a little EP. And we're going to talk about it next week when we talk about Tunji. But the first song on there is a slap. It's a banger. It is a crazy record. It's up there with Do I featuring Burna Boy. It's up there with that. You know what I'm saying? Do it look like I give a fuck? Like it's up there with that. Attendance by J.O. is hard. Get it in your phone right now. And then finally, I'm going to give y'all some 3-step. Go listen to 3-Step to the Funk by Sponge 101.
Okay.
Soul Natives and Kabza De Small, the king of Amapiano. You're going to have energy after that. Those are my 2 records. That's what I got for y'all this week.
Okay. I think the people gonna love those too. My 2 will come from 2 projects that we didn't talk about. I'd rather talk about the Bryson Tiller project when we get both sides, so we can talk about that later. But last call off that project, I really like this Tiller. I feel like people are saying like, why are we getting rap Tiller? Why are we getting bars Tiller? If you go back and listen to Trap Soul,
they just don't know.
They just don't know.
They just don't know.
They just don't.
They came to Tiller late. They don't. They just know don't. They don't know sound called Tiller.
Yeah, and it's if you really listening to them songs, it's not too far from what he been doing. This melodic rap. He one of the pioneers of this melodic rap shit. But last call, Bryson Tiller, and then I'll give y'all Paradise by Young Nudy. Not gonna talk much about that album. Felt like an old Gucci album to me. That's what I felt like. Him and Coop. Ridiculous pairing. That's like in the trap world. If y'all don't, my backpackers out there, that's like Al and Freddie. It's crazy collabs. Always gonna get crazy stuff out of them as far as trap goes. So those are my 2: Paradise, Young Nudy, and Last Call, Bryson Tiller.
Yeah, I gave it a 1 spin, that Bryson Tiller project, but the only song that really stuck with me was it Minnie Kelly?
Wait, Rick Ross? Yeah, that was hard.
Yeah, that song was hard. He just come in rapping. Like I don't know, that might be, I got to go back and do my homework. That might be one of his better rap verses that I've heard ever.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like he was killing that, and I thought it was funny. Yeah, obviously he was trying to keep up with Rick Ross, but
yeah, I mean that's a hard day, but he did a good job. You know what I'm saying? At least it was on his album.
Literally.
Next week, episode 100. Next week is episode 100. I'm gonna go get a balloon or something, a cake maybe. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. We gotta celebrate.
Maybe I'll finally wear that suit. But hey, a cake is not a bad idea.
A suit. I could do a suit. I just got to make sure the AC is on that day.
No, in Florida, you might want to chill. I can tell you from firsthand experience, suits in Florida don't match. They don't.
I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to dress up a little bit. We'll figure it out for y'all. Y'all see. All right, man. Next week, this was a quick one. I'm glad we got through everything. I think we hit everything, the hard hitting topics. And I think the title name is, I don't even remember. What did I say about Tyla?
When
The term I used.
I'm
gonna go back. We got transcripts. We're gonna go back and check.
Got
We're gonna go back and check. You'll know the name of the episode because you'll be watching. We'll see y'all next week, man. Why am I doing this with you? Goodbye.